All right, some nasty thunderbolts and lightning, very, very frightening me, coming through the eastern Sierra today. Emergency alert system sounding several times this afternoon, especially in the Owens Valley. Now, the Inyo County Sheriff's Office also noting that as the historic Sierra snowpack continues to melt and create swift-moving local waterways, residents, visitors, you are reminded that the Owens River continuing to pose a significant safety threat due to fast currents and debris. This summer, as we've been talking about, safer waterways suggested for cooling off: Diaz Lake, Klondike Lake, and Mill Pond. Now, extreme water spreading throughout the Owens Valley has dramatically increased the amount of mosquitoes. The Owens Valley Mosquito Abatement Program has been doing a wonderful job getting out, and you can contact them if you have a mosquito problem. Inyo County Sheriff's press release notes that while officials continue to aggressively treat mosquito breeding areas, public also reminded that there are simple tips that can help avoid bites. I've got several myself already. Protect yourself, wear long pants, long sleeve shirts when you're outside, particularly in the morning and evening hours, and use EPA registered insect repellents. Also, make sure you remove standing water on your property. That's where those nasty mosquitoes lay eggs. And consider doing a mosquito elimination sweep of your property weekly. Control mosquitoes inside your home by repairing any damaged screens on windows, doors. Keep all doors shut at all times. Hate the mosquitoes in our house. In addition to heavy water runoff and the associated risk, Owens Valley has also been experiencing its annual high temperatures. Extreme heat requires extra precautions and safety measures, that press release notes. Might want to keep some safety tips in mind. Obviously, drink plenty of water. Avoid drinks with caffeine or alcohol. People who have epilepsy or heart, kidney, or liver disease are on fluid-restricted diets or have a problem with fluid retention, consult a doctor before increasing liquid intake. And never leave children or pets alone in closed vehicles. They get hot fast. Also, check on our neighbors, our family, our friends, especially if they do not have swamp coolers, air conditioning. Also, make sure your animals are not suffering from the heat. Got to change our water just about every day now, don't we, for our pets? Stay on the lowest floor, out of sunshine if air conditioning is not available, and avoid strenuous work. I can do that during the warmest part of the day. Use a buddy system when working in extreme heat and take frequent breaks. That press release from the Inyo County Sheriff's Office says, stay safe and stay informed, Inyo County. Well, the California State Transportation Agency, I had no idea it was called CalSTA, and Caltrans announcing the fast tracking of Fix It First. This is construction work and increased road repairs across the state. Caltrans is able to jumpstart these road repairs thanks to the passage of Road Repair and Accountability Act of 2017. That's Senate Bill 1. That was recently passed by the California State Legislature and signed by Governor Jerry Brown. Now, construction will begin this summer on 13 pavement projects across the state. Also, Caltrans has expedited the design of an additional 50 projects, which will also begin construction this fiscal year. Now, the accelerated construction work is taking place in every Caltrans district in California, urban, suburban, and rural areas. We are in Caltrans District 9. Inyo and Mono counties receiving $2.1 million. Project will place a chip seal on various sections of U.S. Highway 395 and State Route 89 in Mono County. Also, a $5.1 million project will resurface various sections of U.S. 395 and State Route 6 near Bishop, Inyo, and Mono counties. And an $846,000 project will place a chip seal on sections of U.S. Highway 395, Inyo, and Mono counties. Also, a $1 million project resurfacing 12.2 miles of U.S. Highway 395, Inyo County, from the junction of State Route 168 to Sunland Indian Reservation Road, obviously just south of Bishop. Now, Caltrans, the press release notes, is committed to conducting its business in a fully transparent manner. Details of its progress to the public, complete details on SB1, you can go to the website rebuildingca.ca.gov. Well, Devil's Postpile National Monument is seeking public input on draft accessibility and self-evaluation and transition plan. National Park Service has prepared a draft report that provides recommendations to improve the accessibility at Devil's Postpile National Monument. As part of the planning process, National Park Service seeking public input on the draft plan. The self-evaluation and transition plan available through September 1st for public review and comment. You want to get to the website parkplanning.nps.gov. Also, the Inyo National Forest, under a grant from the California Department of Boating and Waterways, completing the installation of the Silver Lake boarding float this week. Launch will be closed Wednesday through Friday, while crews are installing a new low freeboard boarding float. Launch area and parking lot will be closed. Area will reopen for recreationalists after the work is completed. And one more preview of updating the Inyo National Forest species of conservation concern list. There's proposed updates to the Inyo National Forest species of conservation concern list. This preview comes as the Inyo completes a final environmental impact statement and forest plan. Previously, Inyo National Forest has shared information about sustainable recreation, aquatic and riparian resources, and wild and scenic rivers. All the information available online, fs.usa.gov. And the United States Forest Service notes it's, yes, starting to look like summer, about halfway through, huh? All forest campgrounds and roads finally open on the Whitney and White Mountain Ranger districts. Everything is open up north except for Agnew Meadows campgrounds and Saddlebag Lake campgrounds. Full press releases from the previous stories available on our website, sierrawave.net. We'll be back with more news.